Salutations, spooks, spirits, and specters, and welcome back to Senran Kagura Shinovi Versus as we finish off the Crimson Squad storyline. I reach the top of the keep and find the door to the ninja room wide open. A man in a suit stands deep within. He has a tall, sculpted stature that suggests he's more shinobi than mere investor. It's him. It's Dogen.
Yokoso, Homura.
I take a step inside.
お前は確かに切ったはずだ。
切ったら私はここにいないし、ヘビジョもここまで再建はしていない。
A sly, disquieting grin washes over his face. So that's it. Dogen funded the lightning-fast reconstruction of Hebijo. It was his money that resurrected this school within a mere half-year's time. There seems to be no bottom to Dogen's pockets. A lot of Hebijo's sponsors are big corporations, but Dogen, one man, is responsible for funding the lion's share of the evil shinobi training efforts. Previously, it was established that his purpose in doing this was to resurrect the Yoma Orochi and use it to do his bidding. And in order to prevent that kind of twisted ambition from coming to pass, I killed him. My blade split Dogen in two, both halves of his body collapsing to the ground at my feet like dead weights. Yet somehow, he now stands before me, alive and well, grinning like a madman.
まあお茶でもどうかな?
I won't fail again. This time, I'll make sure he's really dead. I draw the 6 swords from my back.
おお、また私を切る気か。
妖魔を戦争の道具に使うなど正気の沙汰ではない。
For some reason, this triggers a huge, resounding laugh from Dogen.
忍びの目的は妖魔を誘い出して倒すことではないか。私のやっていることも結果的には同じことだ。
ざれ言。妖魔を戦争の道具に使えば一般人にも被害が及ぶ。お前はただの金の亡者だ。
Dogen begins to laugh even harder.
笑うならあの世で笑え。
Within an instant, I close in and plunge my blades through Dogen's throat. His head separates from his body and rolls through the newly formed pool of blood at his feet.
ホムラ、誰を切っている?
It's Dogen's voice from behind me. I spin around on my heel to see Dogen standing there as if nothing had happened.
これはもしや。
察しの通り。
Dogen snaps his fingers. The pool of blood and the severed head disappear in a cloud of smoke.
現実だったのか。
いや、これは催眠の術だ。そしてお前はもう私の術に落ちている。
My vision blurs without warning and my knees begin to quiver.
くそ、いつの間に。
I've been well aware of my surroundings this entire time. When was he able to strike me?
会話の受け答えで私は相手に催眠をかける。ホムラよ。私と話をした時点でお前は詰んでいたのだ。
Dogen chuckles and begins slowly approaching.
さあ、お前も雅たちのように私の傀儡になるがいい。
させるか。ホムラは私の獲物だ。
Out of nowhere, Sumuji barges in and swings her ninja sword at Dogen. Unsurprisingly, however, he's able to dodge her advance swiftly and with little effort.
誰だ
つむじ、道元と話をするな。
Sumuji nods.
お前程度催眠など使わなくても
Dogen draws his katana and readies himself. His stance is that of a greater shinobi with no openings whatsoever for Sumuji to exploit. It's plainly obvious how this is going to turn out. She's well out of her league here. She has no hope of winning.
つむじ、ダメだ。ここは引け。
Sumuji looks over at me for a moment and flashes a genuine smile. It's a look of pure determination. Her mind is made up.
うおー
She puts everything she has into that swing. But Dogen doesn't even flinch. He dodges Sumuji's attack perfectly and effortlessly.
未熟すぎるな
道元、やめろ。
Dogen swiftly brandishes his katana. In a single motion, it completely impales Sumuji through her abdomen.
つむじ。
Dogen withdraws his katana. Sumuji collapses. I frantically run to her side and drop down to my knees.
しっかりしろ、つむじ。
弱いな、私。
Sumuji can barely talk. Blood is gushing out from the katana wound.
でもこんな私にホムラは真正面から向き合ってくれた。
Those very eyes fill with tears.
ホムラ、兄さんのことなんか関係なくあんたと会いたかった。そしたら私はきっと。
The last word never quite makes it out. Quietly, Sumuji draws her final breath.
ふんゴミが
今なんて言った。
I stand up, Sumuji's still warm corpse cradled close to my chest.
ほう動けるようになったかだがそれでどうするお前が切ることができるのは私の幻だけだ
Dogen laughs again with everything he's got. He laughs as if he's already won. And the more I hear of his sick laughter, the stronger the crimson fire burns in my heart.
ならばお前を切るのはやめよう。
I slowly draw my seventh sword.
おおでは何を切るというのだ
私が切るのはこの部屋だ。
な
Dogen's expression changes for the first time since I've arrived here.
秘伝忍法くれない。
I begin slicing up the very atmosphere of the ninja room with my seventh sword. It doesn't matter how much of what I'm seeing is illusion. As long as Dogen is in this room, my sword will definitely hit him. I hear Dogen's death knell from the corner. I got him, for sure this time. As I perform the maneuver, I can feel the resistance in my blade. Finally, I place the sword back in its sheath. The ninja room is now completely splattered with Dogen's blood and viscera. I quietly lay Sumuji's body onto the ground.
つむじ あの世で会おう。今度は兄貴のことなど抜きで。
With Dogen failed, Miyabi and the others should be released from his spell. It's time to face them. In order to finish this battle once and for all.
頭が割れるようだ。
みやび、洗脳は解けたか？
ホムラ、道元を切ったのか？
ああ、だから私たちが争う理由もない。何をする？まだ洗脳が解けてないのか？
いや、私はまともだ。初めから洗脳などされていない。
道元に操られていたわけではないというのか？
その通り。他のメンバーは道元の術にかかっていたと思うがな。
でもお前だけは自らの意志で道元の野望に手を貸していたというのか？
私の父はヘビ女の学園長だ。私が道元に逆らえば父は失脚するだろう。それが今のヘビ女の状態だ。しかしヘビ女の再建のためには絶対に父の存在がなくてはならない。父のため、ヘビ女のため、私は道元に操られたふりをするしかなかった。
本末転倒だな。それがヘビ女のためになると思ったか？
早々にヘビ女を捨てたお前には分からん。私の苦しみは私なりのやり方でヘビ女を再建してみせる。行くぞホムラ！みやび、悪の誇りを舞い掲げる！
いいだろう。私も私なりのやり方でヘビ女を救ってやる。ホムラ、グレンの道を舞い進む。ホムラ、舞順次よ。
みやび、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。
最終戦勝負。
甘い！甘い！
よし、来たぞ。
なんの甘い！吹き飛べ！忍び転身！
忍び転身！来やがったぜ！
消し済みになれ！
終わらせて！終わらせてやる！
Here we go.
そんな
Believe it. みやび、父親のことが心配だったのはわかる。しかしお前はそれでも道元に立ち向かうべきだったんだ。本当にヘビ女のことを思っていたならな。
確かにお前の言う通りかもな。ヘビ女を立て直すのはお前の方が適任かもしれん。ホムラ、ヘビ女に戻ってこないか。道元の野望が明らかになった今、お前たちが抜け人である必要もない。
嬉しい言葉だが気持ちだけ受け取っておくよ。覚悟を持って抜けた身だ。おいそれと自分の意志は曲げないさ。
ホムラ、
それに私は目的を見つけたんだ。
目的？
神楽となって妖魔を倒す。それが私が見つけた紅蓮の道だ。
そうか。その道なら私もいつかはたどり着くはずだ。
お前も神楽を目指すか？
もちろん。その時は共に妖魔と戦おう。
分かった。約束だ。
ああ、約束だ。楽しみにしているぞ。
ではその時までさらばだ。
I tighten my grasp on the sword in my hand and examine my surroundings. All I can hear is the rustling of the trees. In a forest this large, I should hear birds chirping as well, but there are no signs of any living creatures anywhere. Suddenly, I hear the breaking of branches up ahead.
来たか。
I breathe slowly and focus on completely erasing my presence. From here on out, any breath I take could easily be my last.
落ち着け、ホムラ。落ち着くんだ。
A beastly growl resonates from nearby. Fortunately, there's no indication that it's detected me yet. I have to move in closer and try not to panic. I quietly tighten the grip on my sword once more. Another roar resonates through the woods. This one is much, much louder. A wolf leaps out of hiding directly into my path. A wolf with 8 eyes.
出たな、はぐれヨーマ。
The Yoma bares its fangs at me and runs in for the kill. I jump back and throw a volley of shuriken. One of them strikes an eye dead center. The beast stops in its tracks, stunned.
今だ。
I yell.
了解よ。
おとなしくやられなさい。
On my mark, Haruka and Mirai emerge from the trees above and rain a storm of bullets and shuriken down onto the Yoma. Hikage and Yami also emerge from behind and slash it with everything they've got.
お覚悟。王女シーヤ。
It's a classic pincer attack. The Yoma is not only outnumbered, but out-hunted as well. I charge toward it and swing a hard blow.
くらえ。
Its final scream echoes through the quiet forest. I confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that the thing is dead, then let out a sigh of relief. My companions' faces all mimic the same expression.
まさか修行中にヨーマと出くわすなんてね。
でもたった1匹に5人がかりってちょっとひどいかも。
何言ってるのよ、はるか様。相手は血も涙もないヨーマよ。情けは無用、問答も無用よ。
Hikage smiles and pats Mirai on the head.
せやせや。未来の言う通りやで。
何よ、その子供みたいな扱いは。
There's something about this situation that causes every one of us to burst out into raucous laughter. But it doesn't take long for our smiles to fade as a rotten stench wafts toward us from all sides.
囲まれたか。
We each transition almost instantaneously back into full-on battle mode. There are Yoma on all sides of us. Seems we may have celebrated our successful ambush a bit prematurely, and now the tables have turned.
これ大ピンチってこと？
この数はさすがにヤバいんとちゃうか。
そうですね。でも泣き言は後で言うことにしましょう。
後があればだけどね。
In the next instant, countless Yoma roar and begin charging at us in a single solid pack.
敵は多勢だ。受けに回るな。
I jump directly into one of the beast's chests, stabbing and slashing upward. Fortunately, I'm the quicker draw, so to speak. That's one down. I leave my sword in the fallen Yoma's body and draw another.
次だ。
危ない！
They're too quick. By the time I hear Mirai's voice, it's already too late. The Yoma's razor-sharp claws dig deep into my back.
みんな、お互いの背を合わせるのよ。視覚をなくして。
We're back in formation right away, forming a circle as we continue to fend off the Yoma.
ハムレちゃん、心配は無用だ。まだ動ける。
In truth, I'm actually on the verge of passing out from the intense pain.
はるかさんあかんで。この陣形じゃ受けるだけで精一杯や。
でも他に方法がないのよ。
The Yoma continue to attack as one. I'm able to fend off one of their claws with my sword, but the weight behind the attack forces me down to one knee. The others are in the same basic state, just barely keeping their wits about them.
こんなのどうしろっていうの？ダメです。もう受けきれない。
Our formation slowly begins to break, and if one person should fall, the rest of us won't be far behind. Is this it? We haven't even become Kagura yet. Is this really how it's going to end for us?
あかん。もうダメや。
As if aware they're about to deal a killing blow, the Yoma all rush in at once, with claws poised to come down on top of us for the last time. But the claws never reach us. I look up to see what happened and find all the Yoma literally frozen in place, as if they're sculptures made of ice.
これは
間一髪でしたね。
お前はユミ。
From the woods behind the icy beasts, a girl emerges. It's Yumi from Gessen Academy, and the other Gessen Shinobi are right behind her.
どうしてここに？
あの方がここにヨーマがいると教えてくれたので。
All at once, the frozen creatures shatter like glass. And there stands Miyabi, brandishing a burning spear.
ホムラ、カグラになる前に共に戦うことになるとはな。
みやび。
At her side are the rest of Hebijo's elite.
勝手に私たちの楽しみを奪うな。
それは悪いことをいたしました。
とても楽しんでいるようには見えなかったがな。
バカを言うな。これからがいいところだったんだ。
This reunion with old rival lights a fire within me, and the pain in my back is completely forgotten. But only for a moment, of course, as the ground begins to shake violently. In the next second, the ground opens up and another Yoma appears before us, this one made up of boulders. It's as large as Orochi and looks like a demon straight out of hell. The demonic creature opens its mouth. Magma spills out from it like saliva.
まずい、避けるんだ。
ダメです。間に合いません。
Chunks of magma fly from its mouth like bullets. A barrage of impacts and deafening explosions surrounds us. Everything and everyone is knocked back into the distance. What little there was left of our surroundings is reduced even more thoroughly to nothingness.
なんという強さ。
The giant Yoma stares down at us on the ground and spits out another wave of magma.
ダメだ。避けられない。
And then a shadow appears right in front of the magma bullet.
秘伝忍法半蔵流乱れ咲き。
With her wakizashi, Asuka swiftly turns the magma bullet into dust.
手強そうな相手だね。私たちも協力するよ。私たち
There's annoying chatter all around me. It seems the entire Hanzo group has also decided to show up. True to her word, Asuka quite literally offers me her hand, while I graciously accept. I'm back up on my feet right away.
仕方ない。協力することを許してやろう。
じゃあ私は協力することを許してあげることを許してあげる。
Asuka seems to have amused herself with that retort as she suddenly starts giggling like an idiot. There's no doubt about it. The expression on her face is that of a true friend. And that stupid laugh of hers is awfully infectious. The giant Yoma lets out a furious roar. As if in response, the ground erupts again in multiple spots and countless other giant Yoma appear. Once more, we find ourselves completely surrounded.
すっかり取り囲まれてしまいましたね。
探し回る手間が省けて好都合だ。
ホムラちゃん、疲れてたら休んでていいからね。
何を言うか。こっちはちょうど体が温まってきたところだ。
No matter how many times the Yoma try to intimidate us, our hearts are never shaken. No matter how many giant monstrosities show up to kill us, we have nothing to fear. Because we are among friends here. Beloved, trustworthy friends.
善と悪とが一つになりて。
現世の妖魔を切り捨てる。
刀と盾の力を極め。
守ってみせよう。みんなの明日を。
We grip our weapons as the giant Yoma stares us down. Our true tale begins here.
いざ我ら忍びの道を毎月進む。
At least that is how one timeline would have gotten if Crimson Squad's storyline had been kept the true storyline. But in the end, Yumi proved super popular, so they're like, you know what? Gessen's storyline is the official storyline. Oh man. What an adventure. I mean, honestly, I feel like the best storyline would have been a mix of all four. But it is what it is. Like, I would have kept, like, the beginning parts of everybody, like, Crimson Squad struggling to make ends meet, Miyabi and Imu rebuilding Hebijo from scratch after Crimson left, Gessen challenging Hanzo to the Shinobi Battle Royale as Gessen struggles to figure out how good and evil can work together, and then Asuka and the others struggling to fight off of Gessen and show them that, you know, it doesn't matter good or evil as long as we all fight together. The power of friendship or something like that. Alright, well, I'm not gonna let the rest of the credits play out, so here we go. Path of Resolve.
この程度か。修行の成果だな。新しい技だ。
Yes, yes, yes. Don't bother worrying about that. We'll see what that is next time.
学校を選択してくれ。
我らホムラグレン隊。
For now, we shall do the usual and see the post-storyline. Ninja Room dialogue. Mirai? Hey, what does a what does a kiss taste like? Ah, no, I mean, it's for my novel. I mean, no! I just thought I, might have to know for a job interview, you know? Right. Job interview. Haruka? It's so hard to sit down on this ramshackle furniture. Maybe I should bring one of my dogs up from the basement. Would you care to join me for a sit-down? My dogs are always happy to seat a lovely lady. What? You don't want to? Well, come back if you change your mind. Yami?
Hi.
My favorite season is definitely fall. Because sometimes all the clouds look like bean sprouts. I've heard some people call days like that mackerel sky. But not me. I call it sprout sky. Hikage? If I hadn't become a renegade, it'd be about time to graduate after this winter, right? But I guess that doesn't matter anymore, which means I can stay with you guys forever. That's nice, isn't it? It's good to be a renegade. Homura did us all the favor. Heh.
どれにするんだ。よし、決めた。交代だ。日陰。
はーい。
And what does Homura have to say?
ああ、
We'll go through hell to be Kagura. So what do you say we go ice swimming at Mount Orochi at the Mount Orochi waterfall? Last one to finish gets garbage duty all next week. Right.
今日は何にするん？
A whole bunch of
何
items.
でも買うてってや。
Ha ha ha. I'm pretty sure if I bought Rin, she would have been present here all the time. Because I know in my other file, like the original time I beat the game, she was like standing maybe right here, or maybe I think she's actually over here the whole time. Anyways, next time will be the final battle. So thank you all very much for watching, and ciao for now. Ciao for now.